So I just finished watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus. As you can see, I saw episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 and 6. And this show is very good. I like the show. It's like probably my favorite Marvel series. The every episode is very unique. Like episode 1 was about like the origin of how Mark became of Stephen Grant became Moon Knight, where he figured out why he when he goes like this, he noticed that when he opens his eyes, the enemies die, and in the first episode he met Arthur Harrow for the first time, and Mark Spector shows up at the end of the episode and made Steven transform into Moon Knight, which was awesome. It was a good episode. Episode 2 was superior to improvement. Episode 2 had Stephen Grant meet Layla, and they also Stephen also still finds Arthur Harrow, and this time he brought a werewolf to kill Stephen, who transformed to Mr. Knight and then Moon Knight. And then after that fight, which was like one of the two best fights of the show, Mark Spector goes back to the real world. So because of episode 2's ending, episode 3 mainly has Mark Spector as the identity in reality, and meets up with Layla. And in episode 3 they still find the hero, but this time the main villain of this episode is Intimate Guard, which is a character I never heard of. He only appeared in this episode. I'm sure never got. The actor died and the character was stabbed by Moon Knight. I don't know how he would survive it. And I'm kind of surprised that Khonshu disappeared in it. And when Oscar Isaac was dressing as Mr. Knight to do this. I did a review of episode 3, so I don't have to talk about it. Episode 4, I was shocked. Episode 4 was the most shocking episode. This is my second favorite episode because this is the most shocking. First, Moon Knight, Mark Spector nor Stephen Grant never shows up as Moon Knight. And 2, Mark Spector gets shot by Arthur Harrow. And 3, Stephen Grant and Mark Spector meet in person. And then at the end, they made a hippo that goes, "Hi!" And then Stephen Grant and Mark goes, and that was funny. Episode 5 is similar, has the same thing where Mark and Steven don't dress as Moon Knight, but Moon Knight is still in the episode when the flashback was shown when Mark Spector was dying as a CIA agent. Then Khonshu says, "Be my avatar, be my Moon Knight," and that was a sick transformation. Probably my favorite transformation of Moon Knight. And I was just shocked that Mark dies. So sad. But still, he had a great character. And it's surprising that, and I also like how we learn about Mark's backstory of when he was a kid. His mom was bad and then died. And Mark Spector didn't want Stephen Grant to learn more about him. And episode 8 was my favorite episode because it was a perfect finale to season 1. I'm not sure if we'll get season 2 because Oscar Isaac has not signed yet, but I hope he does. In episode 8, Mark Spector is still dead, but when when Mark Spector shows up, the Hippo wanted him to keep peace, stay here, but he refuses to, and then talks to the dead Stephen corpse until he was turning to stone, and the gates were open, which brought Stephen Mark back and became Moon Knight to fight Arthur Harrow. Yeah, and that transformation was awesome because it was the first time Moon Knight Mark transforms to Moon Knight in a light moment. The fight of Moon Knight and Arthur Harrow was awesome and quite intense, especially how he defeats him. The Khonshu and Emmett fight was amazing. How Emmett shows up was awesome. Everything about the show is cool. Even I did not expect Layla to become an Egyptian superhero. I thought she was gonna be a normal butt kicking hero, but they turned her to a superhero at the end. At when the finale, and she kicked butt. She was awesome. But Moon Knight's still the best. Moon Knight's my favorite character in the show. The ending was shocking also because Arthur Harrow gets shot by a new Oscar Isaac character, Jake Lugley, who and Khonshu wears Mr. Knight's suit. And surprise. So that was that post-credit scene. So I talked about everything about Moon Knight. This all spoiler review. Just to let you know. Yeah. I gave the Moon Knight a 10. That's it for this video. Peace out. Bye. See you for another epic video.